You know this proverbial debate about whether entrepreneurs are born or made? Well, I sit squarely in the camp of those who believe that entrepreneurs are made. And I truly believe that you can learn entrepreneurship. And this is important, not just for you as a business owner, but an entrepreneurial mindset in the people that work for you is actually a game changer for your business as well. My name is Joe-Ezigbo, and today I want to speak with you about how to build an entrepreneurial mindset in the people that work for you. In his 2016 book, Get Smart, author Brian Tracy said something. He said that entrepreneurial thinkers, they see themselves as self-employed and they act as though they own the companies personally. Imagine a system that you've built around your business whereby all your employees take the company the same way that you do. You know that your employees' actions or inactions actually have a direct impact on your bottom line, right? So today, keeping that in mind, I want to share 5 things that can help you build the spirit of enterprise and entrepreneurial mindset in the people that work for you. The first thing is this: you have to constantly reinforce your mission and your vision. So let your people be part of crafting the vision. You know, vision is evolving, right? Let them find themselves in there, in the shaping of the vision. Be mindful, be intentional, and be energetic about how you communicate that vision on an ongoing basis and reinforce it by your words and actions. And of course, when it comes to your mission, your products, your services are designed and should be designed to provide value. So what you want to do is to build an organization by your thoughts, your words, your actions that is totally mission driven, and make sure that your employees become part of communicating this mission both internally and externally. The second thing you want to do is to entrench ownership. You want to create a bond between your employees and the company. You know, entrepreneurship is actually synonymous with ownership. So you want to empower your people to take ownership of their role, to take ownership of the business. And this doesn't happen by chance. Literally, you have to train them, you have to empower them, and you have to, just sort of sell the vision of them, each of them being a CEO of their own department, of their own key result area, and of course, as a potential CEO of the entire business. And when you want to do this also, you can push by getting your employees to always be thinking about the customer and the value you want to deliver to the customer and how they can own their part of the process of ensuring that your customers always get value at the end of the day. You can't buy ownership. It has to be modeled, it has to be taught, and then you have to be empowered to be able to take ownership within any organization. The third thing you want to do is this: alongside giving that spirit of ownership, is that you want to prioritize independent thinking. You have to empower your people with the ability to think by themselves, for themselves, and in their own unique ways. You know, a lot of the time we're trying to build people and replicate people that think exactly like us, but let me encourage you not to be too focused on that. You want your organization to be an agile organization, one that is enthusiastic, one that is performance driven, one where ideas and creativity that can move the business trajectory forward can come from any angle. So try to celebrate independent thinking. Try to champion the way that your people take on their independent solutioning to problems that might exist within the organization. Teach your people to be decisive and celebrate and reward them for independent thinking. A fourth thing that you want to do is to create an environment of psychological safety. When you're trying to build ownership, when you're trying to prioritize independent thinking, your people need to be able to face their fears, and they need to know that there are going to be some challenging times and that they're going to make mistakes, but that it's okay to do so. You want to create an environment where it's okay to embrace uncertainty, where failure is acceptable, and that's part of the journey of entrepreneurship anyway. It's opportunities in disguise for us to all learn and grow and build capacity. If you have people who are afraid of reprisals, who are afraid to take risks because they don't know how it will bounce back on them, who are afraid to make mistakes, then you're going to, sort of constrain the entrepreneurial mindset rather than build it. So you have to really make room for your people to be able to take calculated risks within certain defined parameters, of course, related to their roles and the business as a whole. And in this same place of creating psychological safety, you want to be sure that you don't encourage blame casting. Don't allow too many excuses for why things didn't happen. Just instill that culture where everyone feels that they can come to the table and freely express the things that worked and the things that didn't work. And for the things that didn't work, take the lesson learned and see how to do better next time in a non-judgmental manner. So build psychological safety in the environment that your people work in. I promise you that it's well worth the effort. The last thing I want to say today is that you need to model and teach your people some very positively reinforcing behaviors. You want your people to stay curious, right? You want them to stay creative and innovative because that's key to business transformation and evolution over time. So you want to teach them resilience because challenges are going to come. By the way you handle challenges, you're also showing them how to deal with things that will come when you're not around, for instance. And it's important in talking about positively reinforcing behaviors that you also teach them to act. You know, as we begin to build systems and structures and the like, there's a tendency towards bureaucracy. And that kind of bureaucracy, sometimes it reduces your adaptability, your flexibility, and creativity. So teach people to act, not to get stuck in long meetings for everything, analysis paralysis, and then miss out on critical opportunities. In this regard also, try to make sure that there is a clear system of reward and recognition for people that do things right, that model this entrepreneurship you're trying to build in them. And lastly, I would say that you need to avoid micromanaging. Remember, you set the pace. So if you tend to micromanage, the tendency also is that your people will micromanage their subs. And micromanaging is not a positively reinforcing behavior. It's going to kill creativity and it's going to lead to burnout, not just for you, but indeed your entire team. So give your people room, manage from a bit of a distance, and in doing so, it allows your people the breadth and the space to then, optimize their own entrepreneurial capabilities. So I hope you found these tips to be helpful. And if you have, that's great. If you have other ideas that can help people also to build entrepreneurial mindsets in their people, then please feel free to share in the comment section. I would love to hear from you. Take care.